Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to solve a problem on dynamics of fluid flow. In this video, we are going to find out what is the force exerted by water on the pipe bend. So first, I will read what is the given problem. 250 liters per second of water is flowing in a pipe having diameter of 300 millimeter. If pipe is bent by 135 degree, that is change from initial to final direction is 135 degree. Find the magnitude and direction of the resultant force on the bend. The pressure of water flowing is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. So this was the given question. Let us first understand the diagram as per given data. Now, if we consider the section 1 at inlet of the pipe and section 2 at the outlet of the pipe, angle in between them is given. So, suppose we will consider the initial flow is in horizontal direction and the final flow is in inclined direction, then this initial direction and final direction, the angle is 135 degree is given. So how to show? So I have to extend here this horizontal line. So with the help of red marker I have extended, and this is the inclined line. So this angle in between this is 135 degree. So we have to show that. So what is the remaining angle? So remaining angle also, that is 180 minus 135. So if we calculate here, we will get this angle is 45 degree. Now we have to plot the given data. So here the pressure at section 1 and section 2 is given. That means pressure intensity P1 is equal to P2 is equal to 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. So what is the pressure force? That is P1A1 and P2A2, that we have to show. So here P1A1 at inlet, that is, if we observe, this is the section 1 is vertical line. So pressure force always acts in perpendicular direction and towards the surface. So we have to show that this pressure force, that is here P1A1. Then in the same way, now this is the inclined pipe and here is the section 2 is also in inclined direction. So P2A2, that we have to show. So it is perpendicular to the section 2 and facing towards or direction towards the section. So we have to show that. So here is P2A2. Then discharge Q is also given. So what is the discharge of flow rate? That is 250 liters per second. So here we have to convert it into standard unit. That is, standard unit is meter cube per second. So liter per second multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3. So here 0.25 meter cube per second is the value of Q. Then diameter is also given. So diameter at inlet and outlet is same, that is 300 millimeter, which is equal to 0.3 meter. So from that we can calculate what is the area. So area A1 is equal to A2. So this is pipe of circular cross section, that is area pi by 4 d square. So pi by 4 0.3 square is equal to 0.07068 meter square. Then how to calculate the velocity? So velocity is equal to Q by area. So Q, that is discharge, 0.25 divided by area 0.07068. So when we calculate this, we will get velocity at section 1 and 2, that is 3.537 meter per second. So again we have to show the velocity. So here at section 1 velocity, that is the direction of flow, that is here is the V1, that is in horizontal direction, and in this outlet what is the direction of this flow? That is it is in the inclined direction. So we have to show that here is velocity V2. So in this way, this data that we have to plot. Now we will draw the free body diagram. So if we observe pressure, force and velocity at inlet is in the horizontal direction. So V1 and P1 A1. But what about at section 2? This pressure, force and this velocity is in inclined direction. So now we have to resolve these forces into two components, that is horizontal component and vertical component. So I will resolve this. So here this is the inclined direction. So I will take here, this is the horizontal component and here is the vertical component. So this is the component for this P2 A2. Now in the same way we have to resolve this V2. So how to resolve this? So here also we have to draw one vertical component and one horizontal component. So now I will make here. So here is V2. Now we have to find out the values of this component. So let us first find out what is the angle in between them. So if we observe, this is the horizontal line and this is the inclined line. So this is also horizontal component. So if we observe these two lines, this horizontal component and this horizontal line, parallel lines, and this is the common inclined line. So here is angle 45 degrees. So I have to mention here also angle is equal to 45 degree. So what is the value of this horizontal component? That is, this is nearby to this angle. So I will say P2A2 cos of 45. And what is the value of this vertical component? That is P2A2 sin of 45. In the same way, here is the horizontal line. So here this is also horizontal line and the velocity V2 is along this inclined line. So here is also angle 45 degree. So what is the value for this? That is V2 cos of 45, and for this vertical line it is V2 sin of 45. Now we have to show force exerted by water on the pipe bed. So this force is also in inclined direction. So we will show its vertical component and horizontal component. So here is the Fx, that is the direction is towards the right hand side, and here is the vertical component Fy, that is the direction is in the upward side. So now what is the force exerted by bend on this water? So it is equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So magnitude is equal, that is Fx, but direction is towards the left hand side. So we will say it is minus Fx. In the same way, magnitude is equal for this vertical component, that is Fy, but direction is opposite, that is in the downward side. So we will say this force is minus Fy. Now we will apply the momentum equation in the direction of x and y. So how to write it? So net force acting on water in the x direction is equal to change in momentum in x direction. So what is the change in momentum? That is mass multiplied by change in velocity in the direction of x. So how to show mass? So we know what is the density of water, that is rho, and we also know what is this discharge Q. So in terms of rho and Q, we can write the formula for mass per second. So we can write here mass per second is equal to density multiplied by Q. So we will write this rho into Q. Now we will first complete the left hand side. So net force acting on water in the direction of x. So what are the forces that are acting on water? So here is the pressure force. So we have to take P1 A1. Then here the force in the direction of x, that is applied by bend on water, and here at section 2 there is also pressure force. So we have to write this. So P1 A1, now for x direction we will write here as a suffix x, that is P1 A1 x. Now P1 A1 he is having direction is towards the right hand side, so we will take here positive sign. Now P2 A2, so for this pressure force P2 A2 we have to take the horizontal component. So here is the horizontal component, so direction is towards the right hand side, so also we will take here positive sign, that is plus P2A2 cos of 45, because its value is P2A2 cos of 45. So first we will write here suffix x. Now Fx, so Fx, that is the force exerted by bend on water. So here direction is towards the left hand side, so we will write here minus Fx. So this left hand side is getting completed. Now we will move for the change in momentum in x direction. So mass multiplied by change in velocity. So change in velocity means what? Final velocity minus initial velocity. And what is mass? That is rho into q. Now what is the final velocity? Final velocity is v2, but we have to take it's a component in x direction. So v2 is having component in direction of x, that is towards the left hand side. So we have to consider here negative sign, that is minus v2 cos of 45. Minus what is the initial velocity? That is v1. So this v1 is having direction towards the right hand side, so we will take here only v1 and suffix x. So this is the equation. Now we have to put all the values. So we know what is the value of P1 into A1. So P1 is 39.24 multiplied by 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. So we have to convert this Newton per centimeter square into Newton per meter square multiplied by A1. So A1 that we have already calculated, 0.07068 plus P2A2. So P2 is also same, that is 39.24 into 10 raised to 4 into A2 0.07068 into cos of 45 minus Fx is equal to rho density of water 1000 Q, that is 0.25. Now minus V2 is 3.537 cos of 45 minus V1, that is 3.537. So when we calculate this, we will get Fx is equal to 48,855.4 Newton. So this is positive value, so we can show its direction is towards the right hand side. Now we will move for the next, that is the momentum equation in the direction of y. So net force acting on water in y direction is equal to change in momentum in direction of y. So what is the net force acting on water in y direction? So here is the pressure force. So we have to write P1A1 to the suffix y. Then for this pressure force P2A2, now this vertical component P2A2 sine of 45 is in the downward direction. So for downward direction we will write here negative sign. So we have to write here suffix y. Now what is Fy? So pressure force applied by this bend on water is also in downward direction. So we will take here minus Fy is equal to change in momentum in y direction. So we have to take mass. So mass per second, that is rho into q multiplied by final velocity minus initial velocity. So what is the final velocity? V2. So it's a vertical component in y direction, V2 sine 45. So it is in upward direction, so we have to consider positive sign minus what is the initial velocity? So initial velocity is here V1. So vertical component of this V1, that is in the direction of y. So we have to take here suffix y. Now if we observe this equation, this P1A1 and V1 are both are horizontal forces. So what is its a vertical component? That is 0. So we have to put here P1A1y, that is 0, and V1y, that is also 0. So now we have to plot here or keep here remaining values. So this 0 minus P2A2 sine of 45 minus Fy is equal to rho into q, that is 1000 into 0.25 in the bracket V2 sine 45, that is 3.537 sine of 45 minus 0. So when we solve this, we will get Fy is equal to minus 20,236.3 Newton. So it is having negative sign, so its a direction is in the downward direction, and we can show here. Now we will calculate the resultant force component, that is effort. So what is this resultant force? That is the under root of fx square plus fy square. So when we put here magnitude of fx and this fy, then we will get answer 52,880.6 Newton. Now we will find out what is its position. So we will first plot, this is the direction of fx and this is the direction of fy. Now this resultant force, how to plot? So we have to first take from this end point of this fy one horizontal construction line and end point of this fx this vertical construction line. So these two lines intersect at one point. So here is the resultant force Fr. Now what is its position? So we will consider here it is making an angle theta with this horizontal component. So if we consider this triangle ABC, so here is the perpendicular angle. So what is the value of tan theta? So what is the value of this vertical line? So it is parallel to this fy and it is also equal to this fy. So here is fy. So tan theta in triangle ABC, tan theta is equal to this BC by AB, that is fy by fx. So we have to put here magnitude of fy divided by magnitude of fx, that is equal to 0.4142. So what is theta? Theta is equal to 22 degree 30 minutes.